We're
There we
live.
go. Now we're live.
Hey!
Hey everyone, welcome to 2022. Welcome to
Hi!
Woo!
ComicsPriceGuide.com presents Tales from Geek. I am Aaron the Mechanic.
I am Be the Dova Queen.
And I'm just Bobby. Hey, everyone. Good to see y'all again.
Welcome
Hey.
back. Welcome to the
Yeah.
future.
Indeed.
Welcome to the future.
The future's indeed. I think we've got a little bit of cleanup news, right? Housekeeping?
Yes.
We've got a contest.
We do have a contest.
Yes, so we have a contest and we're extending the date. So we are giving them additional time to share our banner. So you guys have until next Tuesday at noon Central Time.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. Yes. But I did notice that I still won. I still haven't had enough reactions on that last video. Wait.
Nuh-uh, Bobby. Nuh-uh. There were two. We just got it. We got it by the skin of our teeth. So you're going to have to watch Spider-Man.
What are you babbling about? What? I saw the number of likes on that video. What are you talking about?
You didn't count the shares. You didn't count the comments, Bobby.
It's about the total number of engagements.
Yes.
So.
Guess who has to watch Spider-Man? Who gets to watch Spider-Man?
All right. Y'all win, apparently. Excellently done. Okay. I have it here. It is going to be watched.
Yay.
Yay. We've done it, everybody. We did it.
Hey.
Happy New Year, Marge.
Happy New Year, Marge.
Happy New Year, Marge.
It is a Happy New Year because Bobby's going to watch Spider-Man finally.
I'm going to watch Spider-Man finally. And we'll see how that goes. Excellent.
Yeah. We'll give you a few weeks, Bobby.
I mean, yeah, I got to kind of like organize an actual watch party, but we'll make it happen.
We need reaction vids too.
Oh, that's not happening. Oh, good God, that's not happening.
we do have some news. We have some news and we have some comics.
We do. We're going to start with the sad news. There were 3 pretty notable deaths. Hi, Panther Rose.
Hi.
From Twitch.
Happy New Year.
Good to see you. Happy New Year.
So getting it right out of the way, our America's grandmother passed away, Betty White.
Okay.
At the age of 99, she was amazing. We love her. Hello, Voodoo Lily.
Hello, Voodoo Lily.
Hello, Happy New Year.
We love her. And a lot of people were like, wow, she didn't make it to her 100th birthday. But let me tell you something. There's something called leap years. And she lived through 27, which means technically she lived 100 years. So,
wait, are you kidding me?
Are you serious?
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I love it. Oh, that's great.
Giving her a big hug in the sky. We
love
her.
Yes.
The irony, I think she would find funny, you know?
I think so too.
Yeah, I didn't actually live to 100, but I technically lived to 100. And the other thing is she took 2021 to the grave with her. I love that fact. That's so good.
Totally,
I know. Totally. At least ended that on a sad note instead of starting 2022 on a sad note. So
exactly. So, also, we had the the incomparable Madden. James Madden passed away, which was like,
oh my Lord, John Madden passed.
Who hasn't played a game? Madden. Right.
Yes, if you played a Madden game, you can thank him. Also, by all accounts, he was a kooky dude, but also lived a long life. And then our last notable death, and this is so sad, comic book men star Robert Bruce passed away. So he was in Comic Book Men. It aired on AMC Network from like 2012 to 2018. And the show was set at Kevin Smith's comic book shop. So, and this was in Red Bank, New Jersey. So our hearts go out to all of the loved ones of those people and their fans.
Absolutely.
And always comes in threes, but
it does. It does.
But on to happier news.
Yay!
Yes. Happy news.
Happy news. So Keanu Reeves is reportedly in talks to join a new serial killer TV show that's being produced by Leonardo DiCaprio. So it is called The Devil in the White City, which will also have Martin Scorsese as the producer. So I'm excited to see Keanu in like a Scorsese type of film. Which is crazy. Yes.
You mean The Devil in the White City, the classic biopic novel? Not novel, technically, just book?
A Hulu series adaptation. Yes.
Oh my god, I love that book.
Reeves is in negotiations to take on Eric Lawson's 2003 book. Murder, it's Devil in the White City, Murder, Magic, and Madness at the Fair That Changed America, which tells the tale of two men, an architect and a serial killer, whose fates were intertwined by the 1893 World's Fair in Chicago. And Marge says that was a great book.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, we should talk about it sometime. Absolutely love that book myself. It is fantastic. Interesting as heck.
I hope it's a great adaptation, but with Keanu Reeves, probably going to be good.
Yeah, you got Scorsese in there too, which is super exciting. So that is super cool. Unfortunately, though, we have in other news, Morbius has been delayed, and this is due to the Omicron variant. They want people in seats, and Omicron's not doing that. So the date has moved from January 28th to April 1st.
Wow,
so it's still somewhat close. It is. It's still this year. So yay.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
Exactly. And if you're unaware, it stars Jared Leto as the anti-hero, Dr. Michael Morbius. After being diagnosed with a rare blood disorder, he is determined to save himself and others. While he seems to have found a cure, it has come at a horrible price, and quote, a darkness inside him is unleashed. So very exciting, but sad that it's delayed. It's understandable.
Yes. Yeah. Commercial for that, or the preview for that looks amazing. So
Morbius does look really great.
Super cool.
And didn't Sony just put out $1 billion picture? I'm surprised that they're worried about Omicron anything,
Right. It's true.
Right. Well, they don't think it'll have the same pull.
Right.
That's fair.
Kim says, the 28th is my birthday. Was hoping for them. Sorry, Kim. That's a bummer. But
that is a bummer.
You can, a bunch of things will be streaming, so maybe you could rewatch Spider-Man or something else.
Find out a good second.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you're a Harry Potter fan and you have HBO Max, they did release the Harry Potter 20th anniversary that came out, I think, on the 1st. I watched it last night.
Was it good?
Yeah, I cried. So if you're a Harry Potter fan, you should definitely watch it. It's a big tug at the heartstrings, and it's just beautiful. And they do some really good winks to those magical moments that involve some people who have passed, and I think honored them in a really lovely way. So if you're a Harry Potter fan, go and borrow someone's HBO Max and log in and watch it. It's definitely worth it. We do have Steam has
here we
revealed.
go, real quick.
Oh, there we go. Great substitute.
Yeah. Good job, B.
Exactly. Of course. So Steam has revealed its most played games and best-selling games of 2021. Are you guys ready?
Sure.
Ready.
What's going
on? Platinum top sellers in alphabetical order. They didn't release all the data, but we know the top ones. Apex Legends, Battlefield, Counter-Strike, Dead by Daylight, Destiny, Dota 2, Grand Theft Auto 5, New World, PUBG, and then Rainbow Siege 6 and Valheim. So, wow. People really love
multiplayer live services.
That blows my mind.
Not a single player game on that list. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
You can, I think you can play some of these by yourself. Grand Theft Auto does have, the campaign.
Yeah,
sure, but it's not like anyone's playing Grand Theft Auto 5 for the campaign 10 years after its release.
Okay, you say that, but I literally would do that. So, Bobby, mind yourself.
That's fair.
So,
okay. All right, I chill.
Moving on to the top new releases, we have Age of Empires, Back 4 Blood, Battlefield, and then this one, Farming Simulator 2022.
Wait, what?
Which is amazing. No, well, and if you watch a lot of streamers, that Wheeze was everything. If you watch a lot of streamers, a lot of streamers love to do simulators. Like Markiplier did like a 6-part series of like the pressure washer simulator 2021, and it was the #1 game on Steam for like a week. So it's a real thing. It's a real thing. It's out there. But moving on, while Bobby dies of laughter. We also have some other notable AAA releases like Halo Infinite, Mass Effect, Forza Horizon 5, which a lot of people argued should have won Game of the Year, Resident Evil Village, which is incredibly wonderful and scary, and Outriders. So
Gas
lots
Station
of really
Simulator is a fave of mine, says Voodoo Lily.
What an exciting game! And you know what?
Don't
I'm
have
not
to get
even
out
kidding.
in the cold.
Don't even have to. You don't get Omicron from like a weirdo that coughed by you or something.
Oh my
God.
we're
all doing better with these simulators. Just breathe, Bobby. Just breathe. One big one.
Bobby, it's
needs a brown paper bag.
Probably. Jeez Louise, I love it. This world that we live in now. This is amazing.
Bobby, just wait till things turn meta. Just wait.
I love meta. This is the greatest world we live in. That we live a world where farming simulations can be the greatest video games out there right now.
Oh, bless you, Bobby.
It's fun. Resident Evil Village. Yes,
Kim. It's great so fun. Very scary, very wonderful. Lady D has my heart forever.
I honestly just picked up Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy from Christmas present. Awesome game right now. It's great.
I have so many coworkers that are like, go play it. Go play it now. Go. If you like, I believe one of my coworkers said, if you really like Mass Effect, you're going to like this game.
Ooh.
So,
a lot of control fun.
Yes. Also, really quick, speaking of Mass Effect, if you have the Xbox Game Pass, which if you have an Xbox and you don't have that, I highly recommend it. It's the best deal in gaming, in my opinion. You get a lot of games for free. But Mass Effect Legendary Edition will be on there this month for January. So if you have it, go pick it up.
Dropping a big one there. Nice.
Dropping a big one. Also, Outer Wilds will be out in January on Game Pass. So. Very exciting. And then very last piece of news, we found out that Marvel movies accounted for 30% of the domestic box office for 2021.
Not surprised at all, actually, now I think about it. I'm really not.
The things that people are going to leave their house for, Marvel movies.
Exactly.
I mean, it's that has been such a cornerstone of our generation's like growing at this point. Literally, think about it. It was 2008. Like, think about where you were as like a developing human.
In love with Robert Downey Jr.
I mean, exactly. That's when it started, and it just kind of like captured all of us for so long. It was like, it was the middle. It was like my college age thing. I bet it's the Harry Potter for a lot of kids too.
For a lot of kids, I do also want to say and play devil's advocate a little bit that it makes me concerned about, and I'm sorry to be that person, but like the capitalistic nature of movies.
Totally
and
fair.
That Disney is totally cornering the whole market.
And
that makes me concerned for a lot of things. And I consume a lot of their media, but I mean
when is it actually like a monopoly? Like how do they determine? That's a lot.
Did you think monopolies were a thing anymore? Yeah, we haven't had a strong monopoly buster since FD freaking R. So yeah.
Exactly. Have you seen the maps of like how much like Nestle owns?
Oh yeah,
or that's crazy. So that's how I feel like about Disney, where like, am I going to consume The Mandalorian? Absolutely. Do I think they're like bringing up the market and like taking over other possible movies that deserve our attention too? Yeah.
That's we'll just consume it all.
Consume.
That's fair.
So anyway, on that note, thanks for watching.
No, we have things. That's your news. Okay. Well, we just decided to drop that on a sad note.
That's not sad. That's just interesting.
That's fair.
That's just interesting. But anyway,
that's
yay.
just life, Bobby.
If I say yay at the end, it's okay. Yay!
Yeah, yay! Oh,
all right. Well, that's how we're gonna go with this. Anyways, talking about how Marvel might destroy the planet someday.
Oh wait, Wastelanders Doom, great.
Wastelanders Doom.
No.
Continuing the storyline originally created. The story created in Old Man Logan. Jeez Louise. Sorry. We've got Wastelanders Doom. Doom has discovered that there is somebody who is going to come after his territory of the Wasteland, even though he was one of the great ones who helped the day the villains won. Honestly, we don't get a lot of extra knowledge about this, but apparently this is going to have impact on all of the upcoming storylines set in this universe. So it's interesting seeing where this might go. Yeah, I'm kind of intrigued. But next up, I'm going to say this right now, everybody. This week is a
Marvel week?
No. Okay. In fact, I actually had to go to a lot of my more independent groups for all of my titles this week to fill us out, because it's kind of quiet. Not gonna lie. So next up, we have, coming out of Dynamite, Pantha. It's been a decade since Pantha has had her own individual title, and she recently was shown in the Sacred Six, so she is coming back. A cruel Egyptian queen who was cursed to live her life as a savage beast, Pantha has endured her punishment for angering a powerful goddess. But someone is now going and killing the gods, and in return for a chance at her own redemption, she is going to go protect the Pantheon and stop this killer. So yeah, it is the first time in a decade since she's had a title. I'm pretty excited to see where this will go. Dynamite's had a lot of fun with, Red Sonja, Vampirella, other characters of that nature. I'm very excited to see them take on Pantha. And then also another classic story.
Classic.
Pat McCormick's Charlie and Humphrey. This was a beloved puppet stories from the 70s. Some of our audience members may have had kids that watch this. But yeah, Pat McCormick's Charlie and Humphrey, or may have watched it themselves, not gonna lie. But this was, a kids puppet show back on the air. They've done PSAs since then. There are fleas that have stowed away on Charlie, so it's up to accident-prone Humphrey to get them off before they destroy an important ceremony at the Seahorse Docks. Yeah, it's been these characters were developed 60 years ago, so we have got a lot of fun to be playing around with these guys.
Only 60 years ago.
Yeah, not that long. Shit. Yeah. Anyways, next up we have. Oh, I should say this from now on. The rest of these are not kid-friendly titles. Gonna put that out there.
Warning. Good warning.
Good warning. Next up, we have The Fourth Man, being written by Jeff McComsey, who has done Grendel and Kentucky, and doing the art of Mike Diodato Jr., aka one of the great artists from the Amazing Spider-Man line. The Fourth Man, which is actually a true crime story that they are telling. In this 4-issue miniseries of 3 dead bodies lay in a rural morgue, all murdered in the span of 3 weeks. It's up to 2 detectives from opposite sides of the tracks to determine who put them there, if the murders are linked, and what, if anything, they have to do with a pair of dueling car dealerships.
Oh no! Look, he's got blood all over his
the wiggly
inflatable, inflatable arm thing.
A flailing tube man.
Yeah, that guy. Tube man.
So yeah, a lot of fun. A true crime comic. True crime has been a huge thing in the podcast community. We'll be interested in see where this goes.
I am a big fan of those podcasts, so
yeah. Okay. Next up, we have Cowboy Buff.
Yay!
This is actually based on the Netflix version. So this is an adaptation of the Netflix live show, which is an adaptation of the original anime series. This is an original storyline set in the Cowboy Bebop universe, where the crew will have to find a ex-gang member who has found a vest that gives them unlimited luck. So yeah, that's who they're chasing. Okay, next up we have From Blood, coming out of Cosmic Times. From Blood is a fairly chill dude. Clearly, this is actually following the
real chill.
Yeah, the mysterious Patient 27 as he discovers the truth about who or what he is. He has kept silence, a hulking, indestructible mountain of a man. But a visit from a Dr. Reese a door has been opened and all hell breaks loose, and he will have to discover who he could be.
Real quick to interject.
Yes.
I have to hop because I'm still working Pacific time, but I love you all. I will see you next
we'll finish
week.
up without you, but we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Friends.
Bye. All right.
All right, Bobby. Now it's just you and me. And
it's
our audience.
I honestly thought she should have at least left on monkey meat. This is
no, I think it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. So it's a new miniseries from Junji Ba. Junji Ba did DJ Alaya. This is an anthology series set in a capitalist hellscape from the Monkey Meat Company, who made its fortune selling cans of processed meat all over the world.
Monkey meat?
Yeah, they used the money from those sales to fund their wacky experiments, which they turned their native island into a magical hyper-capitalist hellscape where even demons have to pay rent. We are following the lives of the characters on Monkey Meat Island. Yeah, and it's just gonna be utterly ridiculous. Absolutely,
it sounds
insane.
like it. Canned monkey meat.
Canned monkey meat.
Kim did say, "Ooh, the fourth man sounds interesting. I will have to check it out."
Yeah, absolutely, Kim. I expect that will be fun. I know, right? It does. And monkey meat looks great, doesn't it? I do think it looks brilliant, and it is a brilliant concept. And the thing I like is that it's an anthology series, so each issue will be its own story that you won't need to get too deeply, yeah. Next up, we have the Apache delivery service. This one is actually a horror story jungle written by Matt Kind, who did Ether and Mind MGMT. So man knows how to do his horror stories. We have haunted men who are on a treasure hunt in the jungles of Vietnam, searching for missing treasure trove of gold stolen from all over Asia by a Japanese general during World War II. They find a series of hidden caves, but there have been rumors that witches use these caves and will curse anyone who dives into them. They, being, non-superstitious people, start going deeper and deeper into these caves, but start deeply distrusting each other, and how will their paranoia deal with them? In addition, there is a serial killer following them down into the caves, following them with the horrors of war.
Not scary at all.
Definitely not. Y'all have fun with that. And then my actual favorite for this week, we have Bylines in Blood, coming out of Aftershock Comics. This title is the future, where the very concept of truth has died, and politicians invent their own facts. Independent newspapers no longer exist. In this world, private detectives...
Biography?
It's prophetic, possibly. In this next upcoming world, private detectives serve as Ronin, searching out the hard truths that people are desperate to keep hidden. The best of these is Satya, known as Lady Dick, a former journalist who has turned gumshoe, who runs every lead to the ground. But her newest, hardest case is coming up when her former editor has been murdered. Someone wanted him silenced, and the trail points towards the highest bastions of power. To find justice for her friend, she will have to put everything and everyone she knows at risk. AKA, this feels a lot like a title that I have a personal love of, The Private Eye, which was one of my favorite titles. I talked about it when it came out in 2015 on the show with y'all.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like we talked about that. It sounds familiar.
Absolutely. It should be on my wall somewhere. Oh, is my copy missing?
No, Bobby, no.
Oh, I need to get a new copy apparently. Oh, I'm upset. No, there it is. Okay, good. I was about to be upset. Not gonna lie.
No, Bobby,
But yeah.
no.
Yeah, no. It feels a lot like The Private Eye. I honestly don't even unwrap my copy of The Private Eye. I read it digitally because it's just so pretty. I never.
Kim says, Byline's Blood sounds like film noir.
Indeed, it is actually considered a prophetic neo-noir thriller with unexpected twists at every turn. Now, this is being written by Erica Schultz, who did Strange Tales and Forgotten Home, and a comic writer and former newspaper crime reporter, Van Jensen, who did Superman, Man of Tomorrow, and Cryptocracy. And then finally, the art is being done by Aneki, who did DC Comics Bombshells. And I kind of find it very fascinating that the art on Bylines in Blood is being done by a Spanish artist, as the art on The Private Eye is done by a Spanish artist. I'm now considering if Spain has something that we need to talk about on a more deep level with the rest of the world.
I think Spain knows something. But look at these. Something. You know what I like? I like all the different masks here. Like, look, they have that old school You see the old school black mask, like.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. And the other thing I think I love about it is the fact that they are all recording everything they do.
Oh yeah, that too.
You know, there's one of those things that I find very fascinating is, you know, this is actually was started to be done just after 9/11 by certain, you know, by certain members of the Arab American community who did not want to be considered concerns. They just started live streaming their life, basically, just like. Yeah, nah, I'm just gonna do this.
The milk jug mask is my favorite. I didn't even see that one until you said that.
Oh gosh, is that is what that is?
That is really funny.
Yeah, no, I mean this is clearly set in a modern moment, but it looks like it's gonna be great. I'm very excited to see where this goes. Yeah,
that's awesome. Is that the last book for the week, Bobby?
That is the last book for our week.
Oh,
like I said, I dug
your favorite for last.
I dug deep for our good stuff, but yeah, like I said, it's not a bad week at all. It's just a quiet one. Definitely a time for what might have been overshadowed other titles to shine this week.
Let them shine. Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Well, don't forget, we pushed our contest, our holiday contest. So you can go to the Facebook page of comicspriceguide.com. You can also go to the Facebook page of Tales from the Geek. We have two separate contests, but with the same premise. You can share the banners on both those pages for chances to win. And those are two separate contests with the same premise, and both are extended.
And Aaron, just to let the viewers know, just to be certain, if I enter both contests, I can win both prizes, correct?
You can. Exactly.
Nice.
And each individual share that you do is another chance to win for that specific contest. So definitely.
A lot of fun to be had.
So you have until next Tuesday at noon Central Time. So
absolutely.
Okay. Thank you guys for joining us. Happy 2022. Start this year off right. Hopefully y'all had celebrated safely and are at home hanging out. Rick says there is a Rhino stat as a prize.
Yes, and wasn't the other prize Craven, or was I thinking of a different contest, Rick?
Oh, great show as always. Thank you,
Voodoo. Thank you, Voodoo. Thank him. Yeah.
Yeah, and if anybody's on Twitch, go check out Voodoo Lily on Wednesdays and on Saturdays. She does streaming on Wednesdays, and then on Saturdays, she does a horror podcast, which is really fun.
Yes, a lot of fun. Absolutely great time.
Yeah, Bobby, you'll just have to, put your ear.
Not be there. Not be there at all. I will support Voodoo Lily from afar.
Yeah, you're scared of horror. He said Craven is also a prize.
Yes, I wasn't wrong. Ha ha ha. Yes, Voodoo Lily. You yes. Yeah. Anyways.
Awesome. Well, thank you all. We will catch you live at 7:25 next week on Tuesday Central Time. Until then,
peace.